After a very short 33-minute ride from Gdansk, I've arrived here at Malbork, the site of the largest castle in the world. So I'm gonna go check out Malbork Castle. It opens at 9 o'clock and it's 8:18 right now. So I got about 42 minutes, I guess, to waste and bide my time until the gates open. So I'm gonna try to get the drone in the air and see if I can get some morning shots over the castle. So this is the largest castle on planet Earth. I'm going to try to get the drone in the air. The sky is very clear, so I'm going to see if I can get some good aerial shots. Might be more permissible in a smaller town like this, so hopefully nobody's looking. Beautiful castle here though. Absolutely huge. Well, the weather turned foul very quick. It looks like it's going to rain as the forecast predicts. Gonna head inside. So just crossing what used to be the moat here at Malbork Castle, right here at the entrance. So it costs 47 Zloty, or about $12 US or so, 13 bucks US, to enter the complex. So not really expensive whatsoever. They also give you a audio guide, which I'm listening to right now while I'm walking through the castle. But this over here would have been filled with water back in the Middle Ages when this castle was at its height. So this castle was constructed in the 1270s, so it's very old, pushing 800 years at this point. And there's been plenty of modifications to it over the course of its lifetime. Beautiful ramparts here at the entrance to the castle. I'm gonna walk over here to the wooden footbridge, which is basically the entrance to the castle. It's hard to talk into the camera while people are talking into my ear on the audio guide, but we'll make do. So heading on to the footbridge now to get inside the castle itself. All right, gonna be heading inside here. There's a massive group of school kids behind me, so I'm gonna try to stay ahead of that. There's a really rank smell here though. I think it's just in the air here in Malbork. I'm not sure if there's some heavy industry nearby or something, but it smells like something's burning, or I don't know what it is. It's the only negative side to this experience. This is the courtyard of the middle castle. Very impressive structure. They've actually used the money for admission fees to do this place justice. It's beautiful, very well preserved, and it's quite well organized. The audio guide is flawless. It uses a GPS signal to locate you, and then it gives you pertinent information about what you're looking at. So you can still go at your own pace and so forth. You don't have to be forced to look at all of it if you don't want to. And there's like nobody here. I basically have this place to myself, and it's 10 o'clock in the morning. There should be far more people here, apart from that school group. But far more impressive than I would have thought. I thought it would be more drab, but it's actually quite cheerful. And it's pretty cool. They actually tell you where to go on here, on the audio guide. It's telling me to go through that door in the corner. Okay, so you can't possibly go in here. Can you? That's just strange. Evidently you can. So evidently this dude had a very nice house. It's a very interesting column here. So this is a medieval toilet. Hunch down in here. So these are some actual cannonballs that would have been used in the various battles fought here at the castle. So very interesting. I've never seen a cannonball in real life. Interesting sculpture. St. Ignatius of Loyola. And this is a sculpture of St. John the Baptist that was in the original church here. All right, I'm going to be heading down the stairs here to the next area. Oh my goodness, my knees. So this is the well where they would have got water from, and then a little basin here where they would have washed their dishes. So this is the kitchen of the castle. So this is the refectory. It is the most impressive room in the entire castle. So some very beautiful paintings here in the refectory. A lot of battle scenes. Gives you an idea about the lifestyle back then and how life would have been like. You can see these royal seats here at the head of the refectory. You can see the Grand Master's wardrobe. His clothing would have been stored in here and he would have got dressed in here. So this is all original floor that the Grand Master, who was the head of the Teutonic Order of Knights, would have walked on himself. This is a private chapel. So there's definitely a ton of history here. All these frescoes are original. It definitely smells like pure peanut butter. I cannot understand it. It's a very strange smell, and it's outside, so it's definitely something being produced around here. Very beautiful castle though. You can see the Grand Headmaster there in the center. Gonna head into the High Castle now. So a really beautiful view of the High Castle Tower here. So this is the inner courtyard of the High Castle. Very beautiful inner courtyard here. Very interesting. Along the edges here, you can see the multicolored green and reds that decorate the external part of the door. And this original fresco, it's really cool. So this used to be used as a discussion room. Running out of time now, so I gotta head back to Gdansk within 2 hours to check out of my hotel. So I'm gonna have to trim a few things away from my experience here around the castle. So I love how many staircases and passageways there are. An incredible spiral staircase here. You can see the detail put into this with all the carvings. It's made out of wood. And you can see over here too, it's really hard to see with the lighting, but I hope you get a sense of it. Knight holding a sword, deer. Very cool. So inside of the church now, absolutely outstanding. Much of this was renovated though, after World War II when it was destroyed. Exiting the high castle now. And that smells out here though, I tell you. Cannot, viewers, you cannot fathom how stinky Malbork is. It's crazy. So crossing the drawbridge now, heading back into the middle castle. Pretty impressive building though here. So each of these were Grand Masters of their era. So after the Teutonic Knights, the Polish kings ruled the castle. And then Prussia took over in the 18th century. I really love the moss-covered buildings here. Old cistern. I'm gonna head to the exit. Definitely had a nice visit to the castle grounds, but my checkout time is in 2 hours and I still have to get back to Gdansk. Every which way there's a door. Heavy. Oh, wow. Oh boy, I'll lose my balance here. There's always a gift shop. I'm going to be heading back to the train station now to catch my train back to Gdansk. I have about an hour and 45 minutes before checkout at my hotel up there, so I got to rush here. You can see the damage to the castle was quite destructive here in 1945 after World War II. It's pretty much total. The different colored bricks give an indication about which parts of this castle were restored. So you can see the lighter colored bricks are the additions, the originals are the darker colored bricks. So you can see just the level of destruction that the Nazis committed here during World War II. So I did some research online, and that horrible smell is the sugar factory here in Malbork. So definitely not a good introduction to the town. I missed the cheaper train out of here, so I had the choice of waiting another hour and taking a cheaper train for about $4 or paying about $18 and going on the express train. But it is a small amount of money, so I'm not going to really complain too much. Alright, I'm at Gdansk railway station. I just bought myself a first-class slow train ticket to Warsaw. It actually is pretty fast though, almost as fast as the express trains tonight, so that's good. Alright, I just arrived here in Warsaw, Poland. Some beautiful views of the Palace of Science and Culture, all lit up at night here.